into the information. I'm going to give you the coolest social media strategies. You guys, I'm going to rock your world today. So welcome YouTube. When you're bouncing on, let me know. And TikTok as well, let me know where you're watching from. And YouTube, if you're watching the replay, put replay in the comments and where you're watching from. That's what I love about YouTube. Come on, TikTok. You got to get up to par. Like, I go live on YouTube, and YouTube allows us to post the replay, and I have more people watch the replay later, and I think that's really cool. So today we're going to talk about social media. Hello, how's everybody doing? Yes. How can I get more followers on TikTok to go live? Well, we're going to be talking about that today. So I'm going to give you the most amazing social media marketing strategies to help you grow a business. Now, let me ask you guys this question. I want to know who my audience is today. Put a 1 in the comments. If you already have an existing business, you just need to understand how to get more customers. So put a 1 in the comments if that's you. Put a 2 in the comments if you do not have an existing business, but you want to have a business, but you also want to know how to get customers. Put a 1 or a 2 in the comments. I want to see who my audience is today. Hello, hello. The first one. Awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me on YouTube. It's great. Yes. Okay. So we got some 2s. We got some 1s. Got a lot of 2s. Okay. Yes. Now, so let's talk about that. So here's the cool part about this social media marketing strategy that I'm giving you. If you guys put a 2 in the comments, okay, this is where it gets really good. I'm going to show you how to follow this process, okay, and learn the most amazing skills so you can attract customers to you, but also get the ability to also have an income stream. And also the income stream that you have while you're learning these marketing skills is a proven process, a proven program, and you make 100% profit. The Legacy Builder program that you have the ability to sell while you're building your email list, while you're building your following, you actually make 100% profit. And that product has done $5.7 million in 53 days. So let me ask you a question. Do you think you can make money off of a product that's done 5.7 million in 53 days? Yes or yes? It's kind of like saying, do I think I could sell coffee if I bought a Starbucks? It's a no-brainer, right? It's kind of like saying, hey, if I bought a Verizon franchise, could I sell an iPhone? Of course, it's already proven to work. So with that being said, no matter what you guys decide to sell, you got to sell something that is already proven to work. This social media marketing strategy I'm getting ready to share with you, it's not going to work if you're selling a cassette tape. Right? Nobody's buying a cassette tape in today's world. It's not going to work. Hey, Willie, how are you, my friend? First time on my live. Well, I'm glad you're here, my friend. I like that, Debbie. 1111111. Love it, love it, love it. So I wanted to give you that perspective. So just think about that. So if you're number 2 listening to me right now, let's don't worry about the product right now. Let's worry about attraction marketing. Let me give you guys a true fact. Most businesses go out of business because of 2 reasons. One of 2 reasons. 1, poor management, or number 2, they go out of business because they don't know how to market. People get really excited about promoting something, but they forget the most important part is the marketing. And so what I discovered back in September of 2022, I discovered how to market in today's digital world. I discovered how to take a brand new social media account and treat it like my storefront, treat it like my business, and turn it into 6 figures in 6 months following a 2-hour workday. And that's the strategies I'm going to share with you guys today. So if you're struggling getting customers, I'd grab a pen and paper right now because I'm going to rock your world. And you're going to get so excited and see that you too can follow these strategies. Build your email list, build your following, and build your income. Okay. So I followed this and from a brand new social media account. And I ended up making $7,000 my first month. $14,000 my second. You guys, that's $21,000 I made off of a brand new TikTok account, and I didn't even have 1,000 followers. I hit 1,000 followers the end of October. And I'm going to share with you what I did. The next month I made $22,000. I hadn't even gone live yet, by the way. So if you do the math on that, I had made over $43,000 on a TikTok platform in 90 days before I even went live. So you do not have to go live. It is these strategies that I'm going to share with you what happened, how I went from stressed and overwhelmed, not believing I could do it. I thought I was too old. I thought because I was an introvert, I thought because I didn't have any tech skills, I wouldn't be able to do it. I thought I was way too old for TikTok. Okay, so what you don't know, you don't know. So I'm going to help you kind of release some of the limiting beliefs you have today and help you see what it actually takes to build a following. And actually, these strategies I'm going to share with you are going to build that foundation to help you build $1 million brand. You guys realize I have been able to build my brand to $1.5 million in earnings. I didn't earn that to a company, by the way. That was in my pocket for my family. Hence why we can have views like this now. Okay, and I was able to do that. But get this, I've spent no money on ads. Zero. And let me tell you why I do not recommend you spending money on ads. The moment you spend money on ads, guess what? The only way you're ever going to have relevance out there is if you're spending money. So that means you got to spend money to make money. But also, let me share a hot tip with you about TikTok. You have the ability to promote, I think it's called promote. Is that the word I'm looking for? Promote a video on TikTok. Let me tell you something about the algorithms. The moment you do that, the algorithms are going to stop pushing your videos out for free because they realize you'll pay money. So stop doing it. I'm telling you right now, don't do it. Don't do it. Right now, if you just don't need to, you just need to understand this process I'm going to share with you, and you'll never have to spend money on ads. I actually had a gal that was getting traction, and she had one video that was doing really, really good. She's in my community, and a video doing good. So she thought she would put some money behind it. The moment it did it, it just, poof, her engagement stopped. And I'm like, because you're training the algorithms that you'll spend money. So you got to continue to spend money. And you just really don't need to. Unless, like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like, let's have fun here. How much money do you need to make on a monthly basis to make it worth your time to learning skills? How much money on a monthly basis? Now be realistic. How much money on a monthly basis do you need to learn? You need to earn to make it worth learning. I'm curious. How much money? I'm curious. 4,000, good amount. Okay. How do I connect with the real Michelle O'Neill? You're talking to me right now. That is like the weirdest question when I get that. Somebody's like, how do I connect to the real? I'm like, you're talking to her. Like, holy moly, that question is so bizarre to me. I'm like, okay, so you'll believe somebody that DMs you, but you won't believe somebody that is live interactive talking to you. Like, think about that, my friend. I would like to read that before I posted that, because you're like talking to me. I don't know how you can get more real than this. Yeah, it did. So, okay. So see, that happened to you when you started promoting. Yes, it's the worst thing you can do. Okay. Okay. Yep. What happened? It does. Okay. Hold on, guys. Let me grab my notebook. Okay. So we have a 4,000, 4,500. We have a 5,000. We have a 10,000. We have an 8. We have an 8,000. You have a 3,000. Well, obviously, this is a real account, right? Like this is my real account. So if you're hearing me talk right now, this is the account you follow, and it's really simple. All the fake accounts either spell official wrong, they spell Michelle wrong, they spell O'Neill wrong, or they'll add a character or they'll add a number. But obviously, you're talking to me right now, so this is my account. This is why I go live every day on TikTok, so you guys know who the real account is. I did understand you, but I'm just telling you, you're here with me right now, so this is the account you follow, right? But they always spell something wrong, or they'll add a character. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Like, that's how you make your money, by being unethical. That's so crazy. Yes, we're an international business. How do I remedy not using promote anymore? Okay, I'm going to help you with that today. I'm just getting these numbers down. Yes, we're an international business. We do business everywhere. Okay, so Michelle said 7,000. I think I got them all down. Okay, 6,000. Okay, good. I love it when you guys are being real, right? It's so funny to me when some people are like 30,000. I'm like, when's the last time you made 30,000? Well, never. Well, what do you make? 5,000 a month. And I'm like, what if you made 6,000 working from home and you could be your own boss and take complete control? It just makes sense, right? um, don't just say yes, please. Is this sure? And how much do I need? Okay. What platforms do you sell your products on? Okay, my number one is TikTok. My number two is YouTube. And then my number three is actually stories. You guys, I make a lot of money off of stories, Instagram. So what happens is I can do like an Instagram story and then it shares to Facebook, right? Or I can do a TikTok story, share it to Instagram, and it shares to Facebook. One thing I love about Instagram with stories is you guys, you can add a link. Like it's crazy how much money I make off of stories. I would say, I would say I average 900 to 1,800 a day just off of stories. I average 1,800 a day just off of YouTube, right? And then, man, I don't know. I'm anywhere from 3,600 to 9,000 a day off of TikTok. Yeah, it's crazy, you guys. And I spend no money on ads. And I'm giving you that strategy today. So let's go. I always say, buckle up, Buttercup, because I'm going to rock your world today with this. Yes. And so I'm going to share this with you. How do you do stories? Just, I don't know, you click the plus button, and instead of clicking post, you click stories. It's right there. Yeah, tells exactly how to do it. Are they clicking your link on YouTube? Yeah. And so what I do, you guys, so let me give you the strategy. I'm going to give you guys the best social media marketing strategy, but here's the difference. I don't DM people. Okay. I take everybody back to my automated system. So my iPad is almost dead. Let's see if it's still alive. And guess what? I forgot the charger. Oh my goodness. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But anyway, so all my traffic is drove back to my daily paid business. Screenshot this. You might want to go check it out later. Okay. Which is this. Every single thing I do, my only goal is to drive traffic back here. This is what I call my freedom machine. You guys need to have one of these. If you don't have one of these, you're the hamster wheel. You're on the hamster wheel. You're trading time for dollars. You got to be the one making the money. I let this be the one making the money. This is how I can work 2 hours a day and walk away. So it's this. So the moment somebody puts their email in, and back to your question, the person that said, how do I know if this is a real Michelle? Once you're inside of here, you know 1,000% this is me. Right? And matter of fact, I will even send you a video where I'll talk in the video and show you me so you know 1,000%. That's why I tell people I hang out with you in email, because then you know 1,000% it's me, right? And so somebody puts their email here and it takes them to this page, and at any time they can buy from me. And it takes them to this page. And at any time they can buy. So, and then here is the website it goes to. These are the 4 pages that are literally working for me 24/7. You guys, I have made $1.5 million with this marketing strategy I'm going to share with you in 20 and a half months. And I've never had to get on the phone with anybody. I've never heard the word no. I've never had to live in DMs. It cracks me up when I hear people are DMing people still in today's world. I think of that as like the dinosaur age. You don't like DMing, so why do you do it? Right? You don't have to. It's all about building an email list. If your focus comes on building an email list, email equals income. So that's the very first thing I want you to write down is automate. You got to automate your business. Again, if you do not have a product or service to sell, I will show you a really, really popular one I would highly recommend. Okay. I'm not going to worry about that right now because it doesn't matter how good of a product, service, or program you have if you don't know how to market. I'm not here to help you waste time. I'm here to help you spend less time and make more money. So If that's what you want to do, you're in the right place. Like when I get off of here, I am literally on a catamaran all day, hence the way I look, right? And this is what I want for you. I want true freedom. It's only 7:30 in the morning here in Hawaii, by the way. It's early and I've been getting up really early and still hanging out with you guys. So I have all afternoon, all morning, all afternoon, and all evening to hang out with my family. And so the first is you got to automate. Automations is the most important thing you can do, because then guess what? The automations is always out there working for you. You know what else I love about automations? You guys, it never has a bad day. It never has a sick day. It's always at its peak performance. It's always out there performing. Always. Like when I'm on the catamaran today, hanging out, watching my kids snorkel, this is going to be working for me. This is called your freedom machine. This was the smartest thing I ever did. This is what's given me my life back, given me my time back. So the secret sauce, though, is once it's automated, how do you get customers there, right? How do you get people to find it? So that's what we're going to talk about. That's the marketing strategy we're going to talk about, okay? Because I will show you how to track customers to that, so you don't ever have to get on the phone with anybody. You don't have to DM anybody. You don't got to find customers, right? You never got to worry about that. And guess what? That system will give you a predictable income stream. It took me about 6 weeks and my income was so predictable. Matter of fact, with that being said, I have not gone one day since the end of October of 2022 without at least one customer. That, my friends, is freedom. Being a mom, that's freedom. Knowing I will get a customer. Like I woke up this morning with, let me show you. Again, it's only 7:30 in the morning here, right? I woke up this morning with already had made $1,600. Look, I'm at 136,900 for the month, not the year. Well, the year, I'm at 626,000 for the year. So you can see I'm averaging a little over what, 140,000 a month, right? 120,000 a month, something like that. Because I've just built a huge email list with this marketing strategy that I'm giving you today for free. I'm giving it all to you guys today. So that's why you should take some notes. I can promise you. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm going to cover all of that, you guys. Let's go. How about our link isn't clickable? How you share the link? You don't have to have it clickable. And I'm going to cover all this with you. So what I did when I discovered this process, I created I created an account on TikTok. Prior to September of 2022, I thought TikTok was a dancing platform. I didn't know what I didn't know. Okay. So with that being said, you can't have a clickable link until, I don't know, it's different now. But back when I started, you had to have 1,000 followers before you could have a clickable link. I think it's different now. I could be wrong. So if anybody knows, you can let me know about the link. Okay. And so that's why the domain that I purchased was easy to say, easy to spell, and easy to remember. You guys, don't get fancy with your domain because you think it sounds cool. If it creates friction, nobody will ever go to your automated system. And if nobody ever goes to your automated system, they're not going to buy from you. So that's why I picked dailypaybusiness.com. Easy to say, easy to spell, easy to remember. So what I did is I used that link emoji and I put it in my bio. Yes, people would message me and be like, hey, your link doesn't work. And I'm like, just go type it in. A little common sense, right? Common sense is not too common in today's world. And so it worked, right? Obviously it worked because I made 21,000 on TikTok before I had a clickable link. So don't let that is just a limiting belief, by the way. If you're like, well, I don't have a clickable link, so nobody's going to buy from me. That's a limiting belief. That doesn't make it right. There's no money made in those emotions. I always say to people, do you want to be right or do you want to be rich? Because there's a big difference. Okay. And so that was the first thing. And then you got to make sure your bio lets them know exactly what you do. Okay. And that what you do should solve their problem that they have. So the what you put in your bio should be what your perfect customer needs to hear. So they want to go to your domain. Okay. That's huge. Sometimes you guys blab on and on and on. You don't want to do that. Now, the next thing when you go create a social media platform is you got to understand we have an attention span of a goldfish today. So you have like 8 seconds to grab somebody's attention. So with that being said, you got to treat your social media platform as a storefront. The moment somebody clicks on that, they should know within a few seconds exactly what you do and what your intentions are. You can't have it waver. It can't be mixed. This is so important when you're talking about TikTok. This is so important when you're talking about YouTube. Now, there's more flexibility in Facebook because Facebook, you do got to talk more about your family and stuff. And Instagram, you can do a good mixture. But I'm talking TikTok and YouTube. It should literally just be business. It makes you guys, it's the most important thing you can do to literally have it just be business. Yeah, this is an international business. This strategy I'm sharing with you works in every single country. Okay. I'm just making sure that I don't need to do any housekeeping. Okay, it's still 1,000. Okay, thank you guys. Look how good you guys are. I love it so much. Okay, and so that's that. So make sure that your content is exactly what would solve the problems of your perfect customer. Okay, so with what I just said, what do you think you need to do next? You need to know who your perfect customer is, you guys. If you're creating content just to create content, it doesn't work. It doesn't stop the scroll. So what I did is I literally, and this is exactly what I did. Oh man, I thought hold on. I'm looking for, hold on. Okay. So this is exactly what I did. I would use my iPad, but the battery's almost dead. And guess what? I forgot to bring my charger. Yes. Okay. You need 1,000K. Yeah. Okay. Yes, it's an international business. So this is what I would do. This is what I did. Okay. I made a sad face here. Can you guys see the sad face? And okay, there's a sad face of my perfect customer. How do I get my customer happy? What do they need to hear? How can I bridge the gap to get them happy? So think about it. What are 3, 4, 5, 6? What are 6 problems your perfect customer has, and how can you solve those 6 problems? Okay, this is so important. What are the 6 problems your perfect customer has? Now, if you're saying, well, I don't know, that's what you got to figure out. Now, to make it really easy, typically it's a younger version of you. Okay. Like you guys, I look what I have today. And if somebody would have shared this with me literally 5 years ago, do you realize how much more time I would have had with my other kids as well? How much more money? How many more memories? So I think of that younger version of me. I'm like, oh, what if I can help them see this? What if I can help them see this so they have more time, more money? They feel they get to feel what it's like to be a mom or a dad or an aunt or an uncle, grandparent, and not have financial pressure. How can I help the younger see that? Right. And so that's what you got to think about. Let me see. I'm trying to get caught up in comments because it's been too quiet on here. Does this program start making money by going viral? You don't got to go viral to make money. You definitely don't got to go viral to make money. Matter of fact, I'll share a really fun fact with you guys. I launched my business on September 10th of 2022. I made 7,000 that month. And I launched, and then on the first full month, October of 2022, I made 14,000. I made 21,000 off the TikTok platform, and I didn't even have 1,000 followers yet. And I had 2 videos that got several thousand views. That's it. It's not about a video going viral. Matter of fact, I get nervous when I have a video get over 20,000 views because it brings in too many of my not so perfect customers. Because this strategy I'm sharing with you, I'm going to show you how you can train the algorithms to find your perfect customers. It's not about how many followers you have. It's about, are your followers your perfect customers? That's it. Because let me ask you this question. Oh, first of all, you can't take views to the bank. You can't make your house payment with views. You can't make your car payment with views. You can't feed your family with views. You feed your family with the results. The results come by getting people inside your email list. Your email does all the work for you. And you got to have a proven process with that. Okay. And we'll cover that. We'll get to that here in a minute, but this is important. Right. And so I never cared about the views. Matter of fact, when I would get 50 views on a video, I'd be like, this is awesome. I can't even imagine having 50 people in my house right now. Like I would get excited. I'm like, 50 complete strangers are looking at my content. This is great. This is how I always looked at it. Okay, so back to this because this is so important. Okay, I just want to make sure. Hey, how are you doing, my friend? Yes, that's a good one, Lisa. Always got to do housekeeping on them. It makes such a huge difference. It does. Okay, so let's talk about this. So what you need to do is you make a sad face here and a happy face. What are those 6 things that the problems your perfect customer has? So mine was no time. Okay, no money, no tech skills. Okay. So you got to do that for you. What is it for your, like maybe you have a weight loss program, right? What are their problems that they have? So these are the things that you got to do. And so so if I go to the no time, so what is the problem I could solve for them? The 2-hour workday. Okay. No money, daily pay. Okay. No tech skills. Done for you system. Done for you system. Okay. What was the third? The no bothering friends and family. Do you guys want to have to make your money by having to find a customer? Isn't that so exhausting? And isn't that make things so awkward? You don't got to do that anymore. So no bothering friends and family. Okay. No bothering friends and family. And then what is the solution? Automations. Okay. Small percent. Okay. You can make 100%. So what I mean by that, people were fed up of working really, really hard for another company. Like network marketing, you make a small percent, you make about 25% on average, right? You're putting 75% in other people's pockets for all your hard work. Same thing with affiliate marketing. Right? Same thing with affiliate marketing. You put a small percent in your pocket, but you're putting a lot of money in other companies' pockets. And so I was burned out on that because I was working really, really hard for a small percent. I love the 100%. So take the time to do this. Because guess what? The moment you understand their problems and you have a solution, you just created content. Now, why do you think I said 6? Because there's 7 days in the month. So I would create talk about one every day. And then day 7 would be more of a Q&A day. And that used to be Fridays for me. I used to call Fridays, well, I still call it Freedom Friday, but Fridays, I would literally used to just take Fridays and I would go all through all of my content. This is a huge tip I'm giving you guys, by the way, right now. This is a tip that can make you 6 figures. What's getting ready to come out of my mouth can make you 6 figures. If you're selling a product or service or program that is in high demand, if you're selling a cassette tape, I'm sorry. I don't think there's any marketing strategy on the planet that's going to work if you're selling something that people don't care about. Okay. Thank you for the love, my friend. And so this is huge. And guess what that was? I would go through the comments every Friday and I go through all my videos, all the comments. And on Fridays, I would just reply to comments. And guess what that did? That told me what my potential perfect customer needed to hear more of. So at first, I had to figure it out. But then after about 30, 45 days, you guys were telling me what you needed to hear more of. And I just started giving it to you. That is your secret sauce. So many of you are in your freaking head. You're making this so hard because you're worried about what other people are going to say. You're worried about how you look. Like my lighting on YouTube is so crappy. Do I care? No. Do you guys care how crappy my lighting is on YouTube, or do you care about this content so you can leave a legacy for your family? Think about that, right? Think about that. Hello, Minneapolis. Yes. And that is, oh, hey, Todd, I like that hat. Yes. Does that make sense? Yes. So that's what happened, you guys. And so I literally, so then guess what? Boom. On Saturday, I would go back to Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? And then Friday, I would go back through and answer comments again. See what the kind of comments they were. Now, what happens if you're brand new and you don't get comments? Then I would create, and you guys can go back to my content and you can look at all this. You can go back to 2022 and you can see there, everything is documented, by the way. You can go back to 2022 and see this. And I would literally create a video first thing Friday morning, and I'd be like, hey, ask me any questions you have. And I would just ask, put it in the comments. And then I started doing that, and I would get a few people that would comment some things, and then I would reply back to those. Now I comment to about a comment every day. Because that's how I've been able to build my content. It's never been about me. It's been about, hey, that's a good one, Todd. It actually matches my outfit. It's literally been about what my perfect customer wants. So I started looking at myself instead of, I got to create content. I was like, man, I get to change somebody's life today. I'm just going to go out there and be the hope dealer. I hope today somebody sees a different perspective. I hope today somebody sees the fact that they too can learn these skills. I hope today somebody sees that they too can learn the skills to make daily pay in a rejection-free business. I hope. I just wanted to show up every day as a hope dealer. Now, it's no different than anything. Do you think the first time Michael Jordan picked up a basketball, he was good? Of course not. Matter of fact, he didn't even make his team. And it was at middle school, he didn't even make the basketball team. He wasn't good. And now he's the #1 all-time basketball player in the world. It wasn't because the first time he picked up the basket, he could shoot and make it and dribble. It was because he practiced. He worked on getting better every day. He didn't focus on the shots he missed. He focused on making more shots. He focused on the shots he didn't make. You guys, if I go look at all of my content, most of it sucks. There's only been a few that have been really, really good, but those really, really good ones have made the difference. So many of you are focusing on the crappy ones and you're forgetting and neglecting the good ones. And that's why you're not having success. Okay. Now, people do business with people they know, like, and trust. It's the way it is. The internet has educated us. Oh, Costa Rica in the house. That's on my bucket list, by the way. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. The internet has educated us more to make us smarter. The fact that we don't want to be sold. We want value given to us. So, another thing, okay, after you do this, grab another piece of paper and write down what is the value your product gives. Okay, now I'm going to go back to this because you guys told me how much you needed to make this worth it. Some of you said 4,000, some of you said 4,500, 10,000, 5,000, 8,000, 300, 7,000, right? So what I do when I hear that, like, for example, we're just going to take, let's just do the 5,000 real quick. I get so fired up because when I hear 5,000, I'm like, oh my gosh, all they need to get is 6 customers a month. Just 6 customers a month, and they're making over 5,000 a month. Just 6 customers. Holy crap, just 6. And they're able to make this worth their time so they can start leaving a legacy for their family, so they can start learning skills that get a daily pay, consistent income coming in. All they need is 6 customers a month. How can I show up? That's 5,400, by the way. There's 5 billion people on social media. 5 billion. Here's my question for you. Do you think at least 1% of people that are on social media, 1% would love to learn how to make 900 a day? Learn how to make it, which is 6,300 a week, which is 328,000 a year. Think at least at least 1% of people would? Yes. That's 50 million. and all you need is 6 to make 5,400 a year. So did you see what I just did? Did anybody catch what I just did? I asked you what would make it worth your time. I wrote it down and I just gave you content over it. See, it's never about me. It's always about you. Your content is never about you. It's always about your perfect customer. So you understanding who your perfect customer is can help you craft a message to build you a $1 million brand. There's never been a day in my journey of the last 20 and a half months, actually not even 20 and a half months, close. Can't believe it's only been that long. Anyway, there's never been a day that I was like, I need a customer. There's never been a day. Even though I was stressed and overwhelmed and broke 20 and a half months ago. I knew it was a process and I knew it was a journey. And I knew if I got in my own way, I would never be open to become that magnet to my perfect customers. So I thought about them. And I've never tried to be perfect on video. I just tried to deliver value and be able to engage and attract my perfect customers to help them feel safe so they understand. I want to bridge the gap for them. I want to give you guys a really great example. This is why it's so important to know who your perfect customer is. I thought it was super awkward at the beginning to do videos. Super awkward. So what I had to do is I had to visualize my perfect customer. Okay. Now, when I started my journey, it was a mom. It was a single mom because I've been divorced for 16 years now. And I've literally supported 6 kids off of my income. And you talk about pressure. It has been pressure until February of 2023. February of 2023 was the first time as a mom, I didn't feel pressure because I was able to pay every single one of my bills and have money left. That's a freedom I want every freaking person on this entire planet to feel because I will never forget that day. I felt like I looked down and I felt like I couldn't even touch the ground. I felt so light. And I was like, holy crap, I've had this pressure for how long? I never knew what it was like. And you don't know what it's like until it's gone. And so when I started this, I was going after single moms. And I changed my avatar, by the way, because I had too many guys go, well, what about me? Is this for guys? Right. And so I've changed that, but I'm telling at the very beginning. So what I did is every time I'd go create a piece of content, I would visualize a mom sitting on the couch and she had her computer in her lap and one of her children just kept on climbing on her and the other one is sitting beside her and they're just happy. They're happy because their mom is home. They're happy because their mama is present. They're happy. They're not stressed. They're not overwhelmed. They're happy. And I see the joy. And so I envisioned, and she had a red shirt on, by the way. And her son had these cute little blue shorts on. I had it so vivid. So when I created the video, I was just talking to her. And how can I help her see this? Because her kids were happy because their mama was there. But I knew inside of her was guilt and overwhelm. And she literally just wanted to figure it out. That's when she had her computer and she's trying to figure it out. How do I make money? How do I never got to take a calculator to the grocery store again? How can I actually provide these 2 children with every single thing I thought I could provide as a mom? But we as moms have this fake smile because we got to stay tough. But inside, we just want to melt. Do you guys see how vivid I had my perfect customer? Yes, very powerful words, but true, right, Teresa? Do you see how vivid I had my perfect customer? Now you know how I made $1 million because I knew exactly how they felt. And I let them know that. Because people will do business with people they know, like, and trust. I bridge the gap. I help them feel safe on that decision. When you take the time to truly understand, go below the surface level. Too many of you are surface level. Nobody wants to hear freaking financial freedom. That is the most overused word. Nobody wants to hear time freedom. If it was important to you, you wouldn't work 8 hours a day at a job. You wouldn't sacrifice 50 hours a week from your family if time freedom was important. But you know what is important to you? Your kids knowing who their mom is, your kids knowing who their dad is. That's important. That's the conversations you have. Do you guys get it? That surface level is so scrolled by. So that is exactly how I was able to create content at the very beginning, because I could just visualize. And I was like, I just got to be her hope dealer, because her kids just want their mama. And I know she wants to be the best mom. How can I just be that hope dealer? How can I drive this into her? And that's how I showed up for her, not for me, for her. And then after 90 days, I did finally have the confidence and the courage to go live. And I had too many guys going, what about us men? So I had to readjust it. And so I literally still had the same couch. I had the same mom with the red shirt, had the same cute little boy with the blue shorts on. And his hair was really cute too, by the way. And he was climbing, but this time mama had her cell phone and dad had the computer. And I had to refigure that. And I looked at the dad and I would be like, man, he works 2 jobs. He literally has about 8 hours a week total with his family. But those 8 hours, he's so exhausted because he just wants a break. He wants a break from the hustle and bustle. But he also has this guilt, and he thought he would be able to teach baseball to his kids. He thought he'd be able to go in the backyard and shoot the basket, but he's never home because he's working 2 jobs to provide for his family, and he's got to figure out a better way, but he doesn't know anything about tech. He doesn't have the time to learn tech. I had to bridge the gap for him. Do you guys see how vivid I have it? That's the difference. Y'all are too surfaced. No matter what you're selling, I could do the same thing. Matter of fact, I had a gal get on one of my lives one time. I think it was a gal, I don't know. I had somebody get on one of my lives one time, and they sold plus size clothing. And they said, man, we're having a hard time getting customers. I'm like, why do people buy from you? He's like, free shipping. I'm like, no. People don't buy because of your free shipping. That's your problem. They buy because when that woman puts that dress on, she knows she's overweight. She doesn't want to be overweight, but she puts the dress on and she walks out and she notices her husband looks at her and he smiles. He goes, you look good. That's why she buys that dress. It's a confidence saying. It's for her husband to notice her. They said, oh my gosh, I've never created content like that. I'm like, do it. Doesn't matter what they would pay triple the shipping. Matter of fact, if you create a piece of video like that for your dress shop, they would probably want that shipped overnight. Or another video you do if you have plus size clothing is the lady puts the dress on and it feels so good on her, and she has a job interview and she goes into this job interview and she's got this dress on that feels so good and it just figures her body. She walks in and she has this confidence to her, and then she slays it. She nails that job interview and gets the job. That's what my clothes provide. Do you guys see the difference? People don't buy because of free shipping. People don't buy because of the price. They buy because of how it makes them feel. I could do this with whatever you promote, by the way, because it's not about what you're promoting. It's raining. I was like, what just happened back there? It got really weird. Like, it's raining. Right? And people don't buy because of the price. Matter of fact, that dress, here's a great example. That dress, you could be like, hey, free shipping, and this dress is only 39 bucks. I could sell that exact same dress, and I could say, I put this dress on and I feel so good, and I walk out there and my husband's watching football and he notices me. And he looks at me and he goes, hon, you look good. Oh, and by the way, this dress is only $139. She would buy 2. And she paid me $100 more than she paid you because you didn't give it no value. I did. The moment you decide to give whatever you're selling value, you win. The moment you actually care about your perfect customer, you win. The moment you actually answer their questions and deliver more content towards what they want, you win. It's that easy. I had a gal the other day inside my community. She goes, nobody's looking at my content. I looked at her page and I'm like, what is this? Like, what is this? I don't even know where I'm at. Like, I don't even know. So, with all that being said, you guys, if you're creating content and it's not working for you, this is what I want you to do today. I want you to become a third party to you. Well, that sounds weird, right? I want you to go to your social media page and I want you to look at it like you don't even know who this person is. Okay? And I want you to ask yourself these 3 questions. Would I buy from this person? Do I trust this person? And what value did they give me? That's your secret sauce. If you watch your content, would I buy from this person? If the answer is no. Do I trust this person? If the answer is no. Do they give me any value? If the answer is no, that's why your content isn't working. And it's probably because you're surface level. Now, people are surface level because they're afraid to get into the emotions of things. People buy because of how it can make them feel or how it can change their life. You got to dig deep. You got to dig deep. And it's not about how good you look. It's about how much you understand them. I knew that I had my content down when I started getting emails and people would be like, that video, I swear you were talking directly to me. I'd reply back, I'm like, because I was, because you're my perfect customer. When you start getting videos like this, you know you're on point and you just got to create more of that. You guys can go look at my content. I've been saying the exact same thing for 20 months now. And that's all it's about. It's about you being consistent. I had another gal reach out to me. She goes, I've been doing this since February and nobody's even got into my email automations. I'm like, how many videos have you done? She goes, 36. I'm like, 36 since February? You should have done 360. Then she talked about all of her fears. I'm like, oh, you're worried about you. See, I'm not worried about me. I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about making sure that I can bridge the gap because I want to get that message in 1 month from that mama that says, I just paid off another credit card. I want to get that message from that dad that says, guess what? I was just able to walk away from my second job. Now I'm home every night with my kids. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. The moment you stop caring about what is going to happen to you and you care about what's going to happen to your perfect customers, your life changes. It really changes. That is like the secret sauce, the secret sauce. Okay, so now we kind of understood the power of understanding who your perfect customer is. Don't overthink it. If you're having a hard time with that, it's a younger version of you. It could be a younger version of you from 2 years ago. It could be a younger version of you from 5 years ago, 10 years ago. You figure it out. You figure out what was that defining moment in your life. And you're like, how? How did I get there? How did it happen? That's the person you go back to and change it. And that's the conversations that you have. Okay. Now, aw, thank you, Lex. You're so sweet. Now the next part is, so after you understand that, the next part is you got to be consistent. So the secret sauce I've discovered, I've tried less, I've tried more. When you're trying to get momentum is 3 a day, 3 pieces of content a day. I know that seems like a lot, but is it? No, because remember I gave you these 6 things. So, for example, I said no time. They have no time. I have the 2-hour workday. I could literally create 3 videos talking about the 2-hour workday. Okay. So now consistency. So you got to be consistent. Now, the next thing that's so important, when this is one of the biggest parts of this content strategy as well. And guess what that is? It is the fact that you got to give them the next step, which is called a CTA. Put that in the comments. CTA. It's a call to action. I've watched really good videos before, and then it ended. And so I just scrolled on by because it ended. YouTube is brilliant, by the way. You are brilliant with the CTA. Like, I mean, you guys watch a YouTube video. I got YouTube over here, by the way, TikTok. If you keep on seeing me going back and forth. And YouTube, I got TikTok over here. Multitasking, right? But you'll see at the end, you watch a YouTube video. What do? Whoop, they pop another video in front of you. That's a CTA. They're brilliant at it. You guys need to do one too. You guys, we've been programmed our entire life to be told what to do from the moment we're born, when to get up, when to go to bed, when to go to the bathroom, when to eat lunch, when to go to school, when to go to work, when to get off of work, when you can take a vacation, right? Like literally, we've been told what to do. So if you're creating content and you're not giving people the next step, they won't do to the next step. Okay? That's very important. Man, I gotta do the puzzle piece with TikTok. Oh, it didn't like that one. Oh, well, why don't you like it? Isn't it? Okay, verification. Okay, there we go. And so here's what I do. You got to deliver value with a piece of content. Okay, then once you deliver value with that piece of content, you're like, if you want to learn more, put yes in the comments. I would absolutely love to share it with you. That's a CTA. Now, here's a reason why you do a CTA like that and get them in your comments. You guys, this is huge. This is huge. If you see, go to the link in the bio, you're not allowing engagement with your post. If you don't get engagement with your post, how can you train the algorithms who your perfect customers are? Stop doing that. The link is in the bio. No, it's like you got to give them an action step, because here's what happens. First of all, you got to do a CTA in every video, because most people never make it to the end. But the ones that do, they're interested. So what if the video they made it to the end was a video you didn't do a CTA? Now, when you're responding to comments, you don't do a CTA. Sometimes you can. It depends on the comment, right? The question you're responding to. But as for your daily videos, you got to do a CTA at the end. Again, most people won't make it to the CTA. So the ones that do, are interested. So think about that. If they make it to the end of your video, they are a really potential perfect customer. So what you need to do is you need to do a CTA. So let's say your CTA was ready. They go put ready in the comments. You reply back with your website. Do you guys realize what just happened? The algorithms are alerted that, oh, people are commenting. They're replying back. Let's go find more of them. I'm going to repeat what I just said, because that's how I made all my money with the CTA. Because if you do a video and at the very end has a CTA, like mine is, if you want to learn more, put ready in the comments. I would absolutely love to share it with you. People go to the comments, they'll put ready. I reply back with visit dailypaybusiness.com for details. The algorithms are like, oh, we need to find more people like them. And it will push it out and find more just like them. That is how I've been able to train my algorithms. And this is also why when I created my business account on TikTok, I did not connect my contacts. This is another important factor, because I did not connect my contacts, not because I cared if anybody's seen my stuff, but because I cared about understanding and getting the algorithms on my favor. So if I would have connected my contacts, would have been my friends and my family, and most won't buy from me, because that's called life and that's normal. But a lot of them would support me. And so if they're engaging in my content or they're liking it, I'm brand new to building a brand. So no, I don't have any potential perfect customers yet. So if people that aren't going to buy from me are the only ones commenting, guess what's going to happen? They're going to push it out to more people that are non-buyers. So with all that being said, I've never had an ego of, oh, I need to get more followers, or, oh, I'm only in the 200 club, or, oh, I've never got that. I've been so grateful. Like if I was in the 200 club, which I used to be 20 months ago, right? I would be like, holy crap, this is great. Because 3 videos a day, each in the 200 club, that's 600 people that discovered me today for free. That's awesome. That's awesome. I was so grateful. Some of you are so greedy, and then you wonder why you're broke. I was so grateful. I was grateful when I had 50, and I was really grateful at the very beginning when I hardly had any views because I wasn't very good. And I knew the more I did, the better I got, just like Michael Jordan. The more he dribbled, the more he shot, the better he got. So I knew the more practice I did, the better I would get. I never was in a hurry because my situation didn't happen overnight, right? Being broke, being disappointed, being stressed, that didn't happen overnight. I allowed patterns, I allowed habits in my life to allow that to happen. So, why did I think by investing in something that should change in a week or even 30 days? It doesn't. But because of that mindset, that's called a winning mindset, by the way. And because of that, I had a goal of making 54,000 a year, working 2 hours a day, mastering this process. Because of that, I made 7,000 my first month because I wasn't greedy. I was in the learning stages. I made 7,000 my first month, 14,000 my second, 22,000 my third. I was shocked. Ended up making six figures in 6 months with a goal of 54,000 a year. But because I never went out and said, I need, all I said is, I am going to master this. I want to master my message to my perfect customer. Okay. That's the most important part. And doing a CTA. So what happens is I do a CTA. They put ready in the comments. I reply back with visit daily pay. It pushes the algorithms out to find more of them. So then more people engage. It's a win-win. But get this. Guess what it does? It drives traffic back to my automated system. Let me see if my iPad's dead yet. Oh, we're dead. Dang it. Okay. We'll fill it here. And it draws traffic back to my automated system. Let me find it, which is, let me find it. It should be pulled up in here. If not, we'll pull it up. And this is all I did. So it would drive traffic back to my automated system, which let's just put it in dailypaybusiness.com. There we go. Okay. Which drives traffic back to this. So what happens is they go here, they put their email in. So built my following, built my email list, and got me customers. And you guys, I got to tell you something. That was the coolest day ever. When all I did was created 3 pieces of content and went hung out with my family. And all of a sudden I get the ding from my watch. Oh, do you guys like my sunburn from my watch? Which I don't even have my watch on yet today. Is it? Okay. Then I got the ding, right? Let me get my watch on real quick. It's charging. And I look down and I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody just bought from me. Somebody I don't even know just bought from me because of my video. That was the coolest day ever, by the way. And I don't think any of those videos had over 100 views. It's not about how many views. It's about how good you are. It's about how relatable you are. No matter what you sell, you guys, this is so important to understand. And I was like, that was a game changer for me. I was like, it worked. It worked. And I ended up making 7,000 that month. I had one video towards the end of September, just got a few thousand views, not thousands, just a few thousand views. And that's how I made 7,000 that month. And I'll never forget, you guys, I would go to my family. I'm like, pinch me. This can't be happening. Because I understood the algorithms and I was just working on them because that's the next step. I'm going to show you that. And I remember not wanting to go to bed at night because it was so surreal. Like I was like, I'm afraid I'm going to wake up. It's going to be a dream. Because here's the next thing I did. So the CTA, it drew traffic back. Then the next thing I did was I learned to do housekeeping, which is I learned to block. So if people would comment on my post that I could tell were not my perfect customer, I would block them. Not because it bothered me, but because I was training the algorithms who I want to see my stuff and who I don't want to see my stuff. I'm going to repeat that because it's huge. Today, I spend more time blocking than I do commenting now because I have just learned to train the algorithms. Some of you like a wide span. I don't. I want it so tight. I would rather have less views and more sales. that a lot of views and less sales. Can we agree on that? Can we agree on that? Okay. Let me see. Yeah, you are welcome. Hopefully you're loving it. Going live definitely helps, shows people it's real. Yeah. So yeah, and I'm not there yet. Do you have a YouTube channel? Yeah, I'm on YouTube over here. Now, if you are watching me on, and I'm going to go back to comments, you guys. I just would forget what part of the strategy I was in, and I wanted to give it to you first. Yeah, so this is my TikTok that you're listening to me. If you go to where it says Instagram, click on Instagram, and you can see my YouTube down there. By the way, okay, you can see my YouTube. Oh, well, your YouTube. Anyway, and so I learned to, because it's not because you're blocking because they bother you. You're blocking to alert the algorithms to not find people like that. So I made 7,000 my first month, 14,000 my second month, 22 my third, and then I decided to go live. I put my big girl pants on and decided to go live. And here's what happened when I went live. I went live 5 times in November, and then I've been going live consistently since December 31st of 2022. I go live about an hour a day. An hour a day will keep the bill collectors away, by the way. Just telling you right now, it works. But here's the part that what I loved about going live is because questions are the answers. So I just pay attention to the questions, and then I learn to create my content off of what you guys ask for. That's why I get so many people buying from me and don't even need to hardly email me. I don't get a lot of emails because I get all my questions answered in here. Right? Or you guys ask the questions and I'll create content answering those questions. So I've just been able to give people every single thing they need. Now, I got to help you guys. I got to bridge this gap for you. And I'm going to give you something very, very relatable that everybody can relate to. Good morning. And that is this. I am having a wonderful time. Thank you, my friend. It's early here. It's only 8:18 in the morning here in Hawaii. Okay. And so here it is. How many of you guys put a yes in the comments if you've heard of Amazon before? Has anybody heard of Amazon? Put a yes in the comments. I did not know blocking helped train the algorithm. Thanks for yes, it does, Janet. Hugely, right? Because if you're blocking people, they know not to find people like that because you block them. It's so important. Yeah. I don't think so. Yeah. Okay. So yes, we've heard of Amazon. Okay, good. Now let me ask you guys a question. Put a 1 in the comments if you've shopped at Amazon before. Put a 1 in the comments. Hey, Tyrone from South Africa. Welcome, my friend. Okay. So here's my question for you guys. Would you have shopped at Amazon if you would have had to get on the phone with them? Like, for example, I need to buy more pins. I go to Amazon, I order pins, in 3 days they're in my door, right? Would you have got on the phone with Amazon if you had to get on the phone to order pins? No. I don't have any tattoos. There's nothing permanent I want on my body. And I don't even know why you would ask that question. It's so ridiculous. But there's nothing permanent I want on my body. So no tattoos. And I hate needles, by the way. Yes, the blocking is huge. Yeah. Yeah. So, but pretty much no, right? Yeah. Hey, Alex is exactly what I was doing. Oh, great minds think alike, right? I'm like, yeah, that's not even right. Yeah, blocking imposter counts. Yes. Okay. Okay. And so anyway, my point I'm saying is Amazon does over 500 billion a year because of their frictionless experience they give their customers, which means, oh, I want to buy something. Oh, I can type it in. I can add it to my cart. I can purchase it 2 to 3 days later. It's on my door. You guys, that's how people like to buy today. You better provide a service like that for them as well. So I understood that. And I also understand the power of people like to learn this way as well. That's not out of thinking, it's out of documentation. Let me give you an example. The e-learning industry where people could go online to learn something in 2019 did $950 million. Okay. In 2019. People started loving learning on their own time and their own term. In 2023, it did $1 billion a day. A day. In the first quarter of 2024, it does 1.2 billion a day. What it used to take an entire year is now doing in one day. It's projected. It's the fastest growing industry ever on the planet. It's projected to be a $3 billion a day industry by 2027. Look at all the money that's being made now when it's 1.2 billion a day. So if you see an industry growing like that, that's telling you that's how people like to learn. You got to listen to what's working, my friend. You got to get out of your own head and you got to stop thinking you're right. I'm going to sell this lip gloss because I like it. You don't sell something because you like it. You sell what the market wants. You sell what's trending if you want to make good money. It's not about the lip gloss. Just make money and then you literally can just sell the lip gloss to your email list or something. Like, don't get caught up on a $9 lip gloss, right? I'm being serious. Like, just you gotta sell what's trending, what's actually what people actually want. And so that was huge. So okay, so obviously 950 million in 1 year to 1.2 billion a day. It's where people like to learn. So why aren't you providing them a resource out there? It's kind of a no-brainer when you look at it that way. Yeah, you're like, okay. Don't have that blockbuster moment, by the way, because y'all that don't go sell a digital product, you're having a blockbuster moment. Here's what I mean. Blockbuster refused to do what Redbox did. Blockbuster refused to even listen to what Netflix was doing. Refuse. And who's out of business today? Many of you are going to have a blockbuster moment because you can't wrap your head around these numbers. But the documentation is not, you're not able to argue against that documentation. You can't argue against 950 million in 12 months to 1.2 billion a day. You can't argue that that's how people like learning. So you need to be providing that if you want to make money online. The second, you can't argue that Amazon works. 500 billion a year. So if people like learning that way and earning that way, you better have your business set up to give people what they want. How many of you just had an aha moment? Yeah, mic drop. There you go. Yeah, there's your mic drop. Yes, follow the process and stay plugged in. Yes. Yes, sell what people want. It's pretty logical. And it's so missed, right? We get so emotionally connected to something. And that's why I say all the time, do you want to be rich or do you want to be right? You got to sell what people want, right? You just got to. 3 posts a day all about biz. Yes. Or also personal, not biz posts. Okay. Depends on the platform, Candace. So if you're doing on Instagram or Facebook, you got to do some personal. You can't do all biz. Now, YouTube and TikTok is 100% biz. You got to get to work. You got to get to business. Because what happens is if you do a post about business and somebody likes it and they go to your TikTok and the very next video is something with your family, they're like, I thought this is about making money, and you've caused friction and they've lost. TikTok is, let's get to the point. YouTube is just give me value. I want to learn. I want to learn. I want to learn how to. It's the number 2, the second largest search engine. People want to go there to learn. They don't want to learn about you doing pottery with your kids. Now, Facebook likes that. And Instagram, you got to swerve that in as well. But if you want to build just a business account, that's what I love about TikTok. I was like, just 3 business videos a day, 5 seconds, 45 seconds, and 1 minute. It was pretty awesome. And I love that. Okay. I'm trying to get caught up in comments. Oh, I'm so happy you're in the community as well, my friend. After COVID, so many people went to work from home and for themselves. Yeah. And you know what? And actually that's what really happened. So guess what? So in 950 million in 2019, then COVID hit. And many things happened. We can all agree many things happened. But one of the pivotal moments was A lot of people were home. They watched enough Netflix movies. They played enough Monopoly games and they got bored. So they started going online, how to learn to crochet from home, how to learn to speak Spanish from home, how to learn to play a guitar from home. And at their convenience of their fingertips, they could learn something. Okay. But what happened is when when the world opened again after COVID, many people couldn't get their job back because businesses couldn't open. So that's what changed the whole entire digital world. People would go online, how to make money from home, how to make money away from my kids, around my kids. And then that's what erupted that industry. And now that's why it's a $1.2 billion a day industry, projected to be a $3 billion. I can't even wrap my head around what's going to happen when it's $3 billion a day, because I see what's happening and the amount of, I mean, we've had six-figure income earners erupt this month in my community. Six. And they all did it in under a year. It's where the world is going. Thank you. It matches my outfit. Yes. So good. So motivated. We'll attend your live every time. And after this, I'm going to watch you. Oh, you're so great. I love that. I love it. Yes. Yes. Candace, I do Facebook, one biz, one CTA post for fun. Yes, that's perfect for Facebook. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. That is perfect for Facebook. Yes. Yeah, we're talking about social media. I'm giving you a social media strategy that can take you from no brand, no following to six figures. Yes. Let me see. Michelle, how do I break that 250 TikTok views? I did the insights you told me about, not sure. Okay, did you, Jeff, watch the beginning? Have you been on this whole time or did you just bounce on? Yeah. Yeah, and it can never be saturated unless the world stops growing, right? Right. Why USA try to block TikTok? That is a great question, my friend. That's a great question. Definitely do business account now. Yeah, you'll need to do business account. Yeah. Hey, Jimmy, how are you, my friend? Yeah. Yeah, Facebook, you need to, I would only, honestly, I would only recommend like one business post or on Facebook a day, but it can be like business, personal kind of post, and then you could do just something else. Yeah. Can you give me an answer to the great questions? Well, what's the questions? Kevin, answer your questions again. Yay, Andrew, how are you? Yeah, ask your questions again, Kevin, because I didn't see any. All this is in the step-by-step in the blueprint. Yes, it is. Actually, I take a deep dive inside my community, and I'm pumped because Tuesday, you guys, I'm going to rock your world on Tuesday. So I teach, my program is live and interactive. You don't get a course. You don't need another course that sits in your computer that you don't finish. You need a program and interactive. So on Tuesday, I'm teaching you how to craft your message to build that $1 million brand. So what I'm going to do on Tuesday is I'm actually covering this, but I'm giving you some strategies, and then I'm putting you in a breakout room with like 5 to 7 other people and to work on this. And then you're going to come back with me and I'm going to help you craft that message to build your $1 million brand. I'm pretty pumped. It's going to be a lot of fun. And so that's what we're doing on Tuesday. So that's one thing about my program that is very unique. It's live and interactive. I don't want you to purchase something to purchase something. I want you to purchase something to have a breakthrough. We are here to change that generational struggle and create generational wealth. We are here to help leave legacies, right? I don't want you to settle with your life. I don't want you to have regret. Like, and that's what we're here for. So love it. Can I use a TikTok account I already have? It depends. So there's many factors involved. What have you been doing on TikTok? Because if you've been all over the place on TikTok, you're going to have to reprogram your algorithms. And that could be harder than starting out with a new account. Because a new account, you're fresh. So you can immediately off the gates be able to get your algorithms on your favor. And then you can use this existing TikTok account for fun. And that's what I recommend. That is cute. I showed my team this live and he told me this is my boss. I need help crafting my story. Yep, that's what we're covering on Tuesday. I can't wait. I had to do the I had to do so because literally, yeah, so excited about the breakout rooms. Did my live training today. Yay, love it. Do you do any group Zooms or training calls for people who purchase? Is what I meant to ask. Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah, I do them every two. Well, we actually have, I do every Tuesday. Would I take a deep dive with you on Tuesdays? And we do, like I said, I put you in breakout rooms. I give you strategies. We also have calls on Monday, and we also have calls on Thursday, and then we have tech calls on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You get 5 live interactive calls a week. And Michelle S. in our community, she does the tech. She's a tech genius. And then I do the training and mentor to help you. My goal is to provide the training to equip you with the skills and the techniques that you need. I want to create 1,000 millionaires inside my community and 1,000 six-figure income earners inside my community. That's the goal. So I show up for you every day to equip you with what you need so it can happen for you. So that's the goal with that. And then you also get the opportunity to be trained by other 5 and 6-figure income earners as well. So yes, it is very live and interactive. And you have the ability, yes, to get the resale rights on the 4 different programs. So for example, if you got the Legacy Builder program, you would immediately get an income stream of 900, 600, 300, and 100. That's $1,900 worth of products that you can get the resale rights. If you just take these strategies I've shared with you today and you sold one of them a day, that's 1,900 a day that you could make. Pretty awesome. Yes. Tuesday, it is going to be 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm in Hawaii right now, so I had to kind of pause and do that. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And if you want to learn more, it's dailypaybusiness.com. Daily Pay Business, because we're paid daily. The link is in my bio. You can check it out. Can you explain the difference in why making TikTok account a business instead of personal? Yes, I can, Lisa. Good question. TikTok don't like you talking business on a personal account. That's why they their algorithms are tighter over there. So if you're talking business, you could get violated because that's against their community guidelines. That's why a business account works. A business account is the best way to go. Yep. What's really awesome is because those algorithms help you when you have a business account. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. Love the questions. How long have you been doing digital marketing? Since September 10th of 2022 is I discovered this process and I started doing it. Yeah, I made my first 6 figures in 6 months, did 152,000 in 6 months, went from no following, new on TikTok, and made my first million in 17 months. And I just hit 1.5 million 2 days ago. So in 20 months and 15 days, I've done 1.5 million with this process. Never had to get on the phone with anybody. I've never heard the word no. I've never had to bother friends and family. And I started with a brand new account on TikTok. I also do YouTube now. Yeah, and I do a little bit. I do Instagram and Facebook stories. I'm starting to do a little bit more with them. I'm getting ready to just go all out. I'm actually looking for a social media strategist to hire somebody to help me with posts because I also own a hair salon that I bought recently, and I want them to do my posts and stuff for that as well. So I did create this program. Yes. Say that again. I didn't get that. What part didn't you get? And I'll say it again. Yes. Once you have a personal account, yes, you can switch just by a little click inside of it. I have great music options on my business. I have great music options. I've never had a problem. Yep. Yep. What are the clicks? What do you mean by clicks, my friend? Really? Alex, you should reach out to me. Because I need, like, for example, all the people that work at the salon, they do before pictures of hair and after pictures, and they do videos, and I need somebody to put them together. And I mean, to take I just don't want them to do it. I want them to just stick good with their hair, and I want that. And then I want somebody to take like my lives and be able to create like short videos and start putting them all over. I'm going all out. I'm on a mission to create my 1,000 millionaires. When switching to business account, they always request a business. You're doing in the wrong area. They don't request a business. You're going in the wrong area. I think you're on here, Heather. Do you remember where they go? It's just by a click of a button, you guys. You're going in the wrong area. You're trying to create like a business for shops or something. You don't got to do that. I think it's under settings and I'm trying to get there. Let me see. No, it's not, you're making it complicated. But Heather's the brain. She can tell you exactly how to do it. Yeah, switch back and forth from business to personal. Yeah, Christine, do you know where that's at? Let me see. I know it's easy in here. I just found it again the other day. Wait, is it under? Hold on. Anyway, maybe somebody will tell you. Okay, profile, settings and privacy, and then where do you go? Because I'll just show them real quick here. Just found it under settings. So you guys are so good. Look, we're all doing teamwork makes the dream work, right? Okay, we're under it. I just found under setting. It's under settings and privacies under settings. Why doesn't mine have it? I'm under settings and privacy. Hello. Can you change the algorithms after? Yes. Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about that. Oh, then go to account. Okay. And oh, yeah. There you go. Go to an account and then just switch to personal. It's that easy. Yeah. So you guys are doing it in a different area that you don't need to go in. Okay. Yes. So as for the algorithms, like if you try to promote a video before and it's just plummeted, you quit promoting. Okay. And just take this strategy that I've just shared with you. And literally, okay, just take the strategies that I've literally just shared with you and just go all out. Try to get more engagement and block quick. It's gonna be about 3 to 7 days to really get TikTok to understand that you are not gonna push another video out again, because they're gonna keep you stagnant to make you want to push it out. They're actually probably gonna tell you to promote this. So yeah, just don't. Yeah. It's easy. Don't make things complicated, guys. Yeah. Help reset. Yeah, that's what I would do with the algorithms. Yep. And that's all you got to do. You just got to understand it's going to be a few days where it's not. Yeah. I'm excited to launch today. I love that. Is setting up my TikTok account. Should I use? Yeah, business. I've already said that one. Yeah, business. I'm sorry, just joined. Can you repeat? Oh my gosh, which part? I literally just broke down the whole strategies over the last 45 minutes. There's a lot to repeat, my friend. But here's what's so cool. You guys can go to TikTok or YouTube and you can watch this whole replay. I literally just broke down the marketing strategy plan with you of how you guys can go from no following to building an email list, building your following, and building your income. And I literally gave you a bunch of examples. Yes, if you're going to do business, you got to use a business. They're coming down on people using a personal account for business. Yeah. It is recorded, Todd, on YouTube. Yep, and you can go back and watch the replay on YouTube. Yes, I love that about YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. Yes. Can you get sales without using TikTok? Absolutely. I have many people in my community use Facebook, use Instagram, I have many use just YouTube. All platforms work. It's the one you want to be consistent with that works the best. Yeah. Yay, excited about the breakout room. Yes. Absolutely. Can you make money going live? Can you make money before going live on YouTube and TikTok? Absolutely. I made 7,000 my first month, 14,000 my second month. I made 22 my third month, and I'd only gone live 5 times. And that was towards the end of the month. And it was awful. It was like 5 minutes and 10 minutes, and I went live. And then I went live consistently starting the beginning of December. So yeah, I made 43,000 before I went live. It's not about going live. It's about your perfect customer going, oh, they get me. They understand me. That's the power of it. Yay! You're upgrading on Wednesday. Here we go. Yes. I'm having trouble authenticating my domain. Well, go inside the community. Okay, authenticating your domain would be a GoDaddy issue. Just email GoDaddy, or I actually did text message with GoDaddy. Yep, Dean made more than 20K before going live. Yes. What's my YouTube? Okay, it's easy to find. Like, you guys are hanging out with me right now. Just go to where it says Instagram. And when you click on Instagram, you literally see my YouTube right there. Yeah. Thoughts on having a backup TikTok? I mean, I think it's a great idea, because you just never know. I mean, after you get so big, you won't have to worry about it. Like, I can't have a backup now because there's so many fake accounts, and that would really confuse people even more. But I think it's actually not a bad idea at the very beginning. Did you record this for YouTube? I do not record it for YouTube. YouTube records it for me. Yeah, they just record all the lives. Yeah, they're pretty awesome with that, and they push them out like crazy. Yes. Yeah. Should I make a video straight from Facebook instead of sharing it from TikTok to get pushed out? Okay. So one of the best things that I've learned is do not have the watermarks from other platforms on Reels or things like that. And so I use apps like this. This is actually my favorite right here. SnapTik. You got to find that watermark. That's my favorite to use to remove the watermarks. I personally love the simplicity of the TikTok platform. So I will create all my videos inside TikTok, and then I will use that to remove the watermark to place them on Instagram. Yeah. Or Facebook, but I haven't, or not Facebook, but YouTube. I haven't done a short on YouTube in a while, but yes. Okay. Yeah, Tuesday, 12 or 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. What if someone isn't watchable or slurs their words? How do I do videos? First of all, if that's the case, you're going to relate to people that are in the same place, right? You'll give people hope. Like, if you slur your words or something like that, you'll give people hope, right? But sometimes I've noticed people are hardest on themselves. And how you see yourself is not how other people are going to see you, because they have nothing to compare it to. Right? People do business with people they know, like, and trust. We are having a great time in Hawaii. Yes. We are we're going to be leaving here shortly and going on a catamaran all day, going to be on the ocean. I'm living proof of that. Jimmy, you're great. You're so you're just so authentic and so real, and it is so cool. They could use captions and edit them so that the message is clear. Yes, you should always use captions, right? Even if you talk good, you should always use captions, because it's so funny. You have no idea how many people watch me without listening to me, because like they're at work or something, but they'll watch and they'll just read the words. Yeah, it's yes, my filler words don't stop the income from coming in. I know, look at me. Just be you. That's right. I love it when somebody corrects me on some of my words, and I'm like, oh, you mean that's not a word? Well, I thought it was. Oh no, just be you. It is definitely enough, and people will be so attracted to you and who you are. Do you suggest interacting with other digital what, my friend? Okay, you sent me a message on Instagram. Awesome. Do you have an app for captions? I just do them inside TikTok. TikTok allows me to add captions. I can change the font. I can change the colors, the background. I can do everything. I do everything inside of TikTok. I've never created a video that wasn't inside the TikTok platform. Mhm. Was it bad idea to have jumped in making videos before having gone through the whole blueprint? Definitely not. This is a learning and earning process. This is a learning and earning. You guys, you will never stop learning, right? You'll never stop learning. I want you to, that's why we have the launch to profit in 7 days to give you some strategies to help you go from launch to profit in 7 days. That's why we have the 30-day marketing strategy plan. Go through that of what to do over 30 days. Yeah. Um, Oh, I don't have caption option, can't find it. Do you have an Thomas, do you have an iPhone? Because what I do is I'll show you guys. Okay. Let me just go into TikTok right now. Okay. Watch this. All right, I'm going to create a short video real quick for you, and I'm going to show you guys. Okay, so I just created that. Now, what I do is you see that right there, that square up here? I click on that square and it takes me into here. And then when you're in here, look at this. I can raise the volume. I always raise the volume up a little bit, right? You can raise the volume and you can add your hook at the beginning. And then I can go back here and music. Look at, okay, this is adding music, but look at all the favorites I have. I have tons of favorites for my music. I get good music. I don't know about you guys. I have tons of good music, right? And then what I do to add my captions is, oops, you go right down here. Okay. I click back in here. You see the captions right there. And then look at this. So you can see the captions and then I can edit them. I can change the font. I usually just do this, right? And then can you guys see? And then I click on save and then I can change the size of it. You know, I can move it where I usually do it up here. Yeah. And I can do all that. Now, somebody was talking about stories. Look, you can click on here to make it a story, or you can click in here to make it a post. Yeah. And then what I do is cancel. What I do is when I create a, then you create, okay, after you add the caption, you have a hook, and then you go to post the video. I usually add anywhere from 4 to 6 hashtags. Okay. I'm pretty adamant about Moms of TikTok, hashtag legacy builder, are my 2 ones that I pretty much do every single time, and work from home moms or digital marketing. So those are 2 of them I will do every single time. And then I will try to add like 2 more that would relate with the content in the video. That's just me. I've tried longer descriptions and I've tried shorter. I've not noticed a difference. So now on Instagram, longer descriptions work better, but that's it. Aw, Bruce, you're so sweet. I feel like most people commenting on my video are just other digital marketers. My perfect customers are nurses and health coaches. That's a good thing, Kim, right? Because if you want nurses that are your perfect customer, then they gotta be engaging in something to do with digital marketing. So soon it will happen, right? Yeah, soon it will happen. Let me see. Oops. Oh, what I do here? Yeah, your story is only visible for 24 hours. Yes. I do not use an app to edit my videos. I do everything inside of TikTok. After you purchase, does the steps tell you exactly which days to post your first videos? Yeah, we talk about that in your launch to profit in 7 days. Yes. What are the good hashtags? Go find them in the search. So like what I recommend is going up here, right? And typing that in, typing people that are whatever your perfect customer, typing them in search. So for example, let me just type one in. I'm going to type in moms who want to work from home. Okay. I just type that in. So moms who want to work from home, I type that in. And look, you can do top, you can do videos. Now, what I do is I scroll over here and I do hashtags, right? And I find some of the hashtags. But here's what I do with that. Okay. So you can see some of the hashtags. And like, I'm going to click on this hashtag and I'm going to see what are the videos created in that hashtag and what are the most popular videos and why are they working, right? So that's kind of that's how I found all my hashtags. Here's something else I like doing too. Oh gosh. So when I go back here, I see the top. Okay. Now scroll down though. When you scroll down, you're going to see this. This is their secret sauce right here. Other searched for. So what are they? Helping moms make money online, moms wanting to work from home, passive income for moms, extra money for moms, moms over 40 work from home, start online business for moms. So I'm going to start clicking on these. You guys, it can take you down a rabbit hole. But the information you can get is pure fire, right? So then I'll go there and then I'll see again. Like that's a gal in our community. She's dominating that hashtag. That is awesome. Like if you want to make a lot of money, dominate some hashtags, right? So she's dominating that hashtag. And there's what you do, right? So, and then you can see if there's more suggested, right? Oops, there is more others searched. You can just keep on going down this rabbit hole. You find what the top ones are and you just create more like that. Yeah. I'm surprised that we don't teach KPI tracker in the community. What's KPI tracker? What's KPI tracker? Grab a notebook when you do that. Yes, and gather information. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. You're confused on how to use Creator Search? Oh my gosh, that's like the easiest thing to use, my friend. I'll show you. Okay. Creator Search Insights. Okay, so when you go to Creator Search Insights, click on the view. Okay, and then here you're looking at the videos. I look at the ones that's going up, right? Here's talking to your younger self. That is one that's increased. I could create a video off of that. If you could go back and if you were talking to your younger self, what would you say to them today that you could fast forward to 2024 and you wouldn't be broke? You wouldn't be unsatisfied. That's how you create videos like that. You got to use what that keyword says. There was another one, how to become a social media manager, right? You just take some of these. Best time to post on TikTok. I mean, you just take it and you create your content around that. Yeah, that's it. Key performance indicator. What do you mean by that? Key performance indicator for what? It's expensive to buy and I'm skeptic. I really want to do this, but the cost of the program is, but that's your limiting belief because you have a TV in your house that costs more than this program and you're holding a phone that costs more than this program. So it's not that it's expensive. It's just that you don't see the value because you don't think it's going to work for you. Because I can guarantee you, if I told you right now, here's $5,000 and all you had to come up with $300, you would have the $300 in a day. It's all right here. But we have TVs in our house that cost more than this. You'll spend the money on entertainment, but you won't spend the money on educating yourself so you can change your life. It's all right here. So what do you mean by key performance indicators? I know, but I know, but what does that mean? Is basically a way to see if you're hitting certain metrics. I actually do teach that. Yeah, I do that over the funnel. Yeah, I actually teach that over the funnel. It's very important to understand. You want to know how many people, you want to know what your funnel's converting at. You want to know how many customers you're getting per the amount of people that opt into your automation. So for example, on our funnel page, like this page right here, Yeah, this is how I've been able to get a predictable income stream. This page right here, on average inside my community, 1 out of 20 people are buying. Okay. And then the sales page, you should know what that converts at, but then you should know what this converts at. Like if you have a page like this converting at 20%, that is really good. I want my community to go for 50%. You have a 50%, you have a freaking winning automated funnel, right? You guys can go. I've been teaching you guys this since 2022. Like you can go back to my old comment. I'm like, 1 out of 17 are buying from me. 1 out of 13 are buying from me. 1 out of 10 are buying from me. I actually go over this every single week with a group of people inside my community on my subscriber live. And I have people 1 out of 5 buying from them, 1 out of 10 buying from them, 1 out of 13 buying from them. I help you track your numbers because that's how you know you got a winning system. Yeah, I actually teach that. I just don't use fancy words like that. People, but $1,000 iPhones, yes, won't invest. And it's so funny. Some people will come back with me and be like, but I got payment plans on my iPhone. Well, I have payment plans on my website. See the excuses we make to stay broke, to stay safe. It's wild to me. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Analytics is the word I use, Liz. Yes. To better our performance. Absolutely. Because that's how that was the game changer for me. That's why I always tell you guys it took me about 6 weeks. After 6 weeks, I just had a predictable income stream. And I knew how many people need to go to my funnel for me to make money. Right. And then I also teach you guys too, because sometimes your funnel step is going to dip a little bit. There's many factors if that percent goes down. And one of the factors could be, did you get a video that just really went viral and you got a lot of looky-loos? Yeah, I definitely cover all of that. Do you have to buy the product? What do you mean, do you have to buy the product? Like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Is it true you only have 30 days to upgrade? I mean, that is a good goal that you should go for 30 days, right? Because the reality is, I love this statement. If you didn't have a due date on your bills, you would never pay them. If you didn't have a due date when to upgrade, you would never put that urgency in it to get some customers to have the money to upgrade. So that's why that's so important. Yes. I know. I love the fact that there's no monthly expenses. Yes. Yes. Yeah. I love the fact of that. Michelle, I love how well you break everything down. You give a lot to help us move forward. Aw, thank you. I've been in the program a few weeks. I'm having fun learning. That's the word I love to hear. You're having fun. You guys got to have fun. That's what it's about. Yeah. Hi, Michelle. I'm part of the community. And I just want to say you're an amazing mentor to all of us inside the community. I'm always learning something new. Yay, Brenda. Thank you. You just made my day. Ah. And here we have Bruce. You are just a breath of fresh air to listen to. I love your energy. Well, thank you, Bruce. I love showing up for you guys. I feel like most people commenting on my videos are just digital marketers. Yeah. And Kim, a lot of factors could be on that. Like how long have you been posting? It takes a while. That's why I love doing everything in 90 days. Give it 90 days. You can get your algorithms really honed in 90 days. Yeah. Aw, thank you guys are so sweet. Yay, I love it. Okay, I'm going to bounce off of here, you guys, because I'm going to answer a few emails and I'm going to go get on a boat in the ocean. Yes, to be part of the community, just go to right here, dailypaybusiness.com. Daily Pay Business, because we're paid daily. Go there, you can check it out. If you're interested, you put your email in. There's a video. I break this exactly down for you what it is. If you're interested, I would absolutely love to work with you. If you're not, hey, that's 100% okay. At least you had the courage to check it out. And I'm proud of you for that. Yes, I don't get in the water. Fun fact about me, it's too cold. It's too cold. I'm the one that loves to listen and watch and just zen in. Yeah. You are welcome, Alex. Yes. It's just too cold. Like we went to the beach yesterday, had so much fun, and I got my feet in a little bit. I'm like, oh, that is freezing. So yeah, I don't get in. Isn't that funny? I just enjoy it. So they're going to go snorkeling and stuff, and I'll just watch. Now, when we were in Cozumel, it gets really hot in Cozumel. So I did get in Cozumel because I got hot, but it's not hot here. It's beautiful here, but it's not hot. I'm like, it's actually a little breezy for me, to be honest with you. But other than that, it's pretty great. So yeah. I did yesterday. I got a sunburn. I got some color to me finally. I don't look like an egg. Yes, Jamaica is on my bucket list. Yes, I've always wanted to go to Jamaica. It is on my bucket list. Yes. Yes, I love that so much. Oops. What did I just happen? Oh, there you go. Yeah, I love that. Yes, having a good time. Yes, I've been in Dominican Republic before. I love the weather there. Yeah. Aw, I'm glad you're enjoying the value. Yeah, and if you guys missed this live, it is recorded on YouTube. You can go back and watch the replay because I literally broke down marketing strategies for you. Yeah. So I'm going to bounce here. I'll be back tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow, which is which is 7 a.m. my time. I've been trying to stay as close to my normal time as possible, but I will be back tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Have an awesome day. And if many of you are going to be joining the community, I look forward to working with you and helping you reach your goals and dreams. Bye, guys. Have a good day. And YouTube, thanks so much for hanging out with me. See you guys.